What's going on, everybody? Today's 5 Takeaways episode is brought to you by our friends over at Holo Gear. They have provided us with some stunning holographic balls to be able to run some contests with you guys. All you gotta do to make this sweet ball light up is get your phone, put the flash on, and now you got one of these sensational balls for some Instagram pictures, make your friends a little jealous. And if you want a chance to win one of these bad boys, all you guys gotta do is comment down in the comment section and just name the player from Borussia Dortmund that you're most excited to watch this year. As well, make sure you're subscribed, and we're gonna pick a winner from the 5 Takeaways episode after the Super Cup between Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. So until then, guys, get commenting away. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to JJD TV. I'm your host, Josh, and today we're back for another 5 Takeaways episode after the Traditions Cup between Borussia Dortmund and Duisburg and Borussia Dortmund and Feyenoord. So the first game was obviously a nice one for us with a 5-1 win, followed by a disappointing 3-1 loss. So, as we always do, we're going to break down the game and just grab 5 key takeaways that I thought that stood out to me. And we're going to give the first takeaway a thumbs up. And that is going to be on our young Spanish right back, Mateo Marai. And if you've been watching him through the preseason, even a few games last year, I think he's just been doing some great work, and it's really just showing the depth we have in that right back position. We have Thomas Meunier, who we brought in, and now Mateo Marai, and I think throughout the year, they're going to be very sensational to watch. I think Marai is going to learn from Thomas Meunier, and from the game he played in Duisburg, I think he was just an attacking threat. I think he tracked back well. I think he went up with the play. I think he didn't lose the ball, and he looks good, and it's very reassuring after obviously losing Hakimi to be able to have 2 players who I think that are ready to go for the start of the season. Our second takeaway, another thumbs up, is going to be our right midfielder, Thorgan Hazard. Now, I know that he played in the center forward striker position for the game against Duisburg, but I think he's going to play out on the right-hand side for the season, and something that I just always impressed me about Hazard is the way that he delivers the ball from the wing into the box. It's absolutely fantastic. He hits that ball so hard, so low, right across the deck that Erling Haaland's gonna be licking his lips just to try to get on some of these balls. Like, he's been playing very well. I think he's gonna pick up a bit more of a leadership role this year for us. And watching Hazard throughout these exhibition games has obviously just been a lot of fun. He's been doing very well. I love watching him rock that number 10 jersey. It's always a good time to watch your number 10 do some work like that, and I think he's in for a big year. Our third takeaway, unfortunately, gets our first thumb down of this segment, and that's going to be the center back partnership of Emre Can and Lucas Piszczek. Now, I know both of these players aren't center backs. Can is a center defensive mid, and Piszczek is a right back. However, they both played in a 4-back formation as center backs, and it didn't look good. They were picked apart very easily. They gave the ball away. Can wanted to come up with the ball and kind of play more out of that. And it's hard to play out of the back the way Can wants to without having a 3 center backs, having Piszczek or a Kanji on the side of you to be able to cover. He obviously gave the ball away that led to a goal, and it wasn't very pleasing to watch some of these games when your center backs are just giving the ball away like that. And I think it just shows that we really need to invest in another center back, because Piszczek is just not showing me that he can play in a 4-back formation. I think he's more obviously still in that right center back if we have 5 at the back or out on the right mid, or the right back, and then having Can up in the midfield, I think is where we're going to get the most out of him. Can play in the back, but just between that partnership right there, it just wasn't looking pretty, and I think we're definitely going to have to reinvest in some center backs for the upcoming season. Our fourth takeaway gets another thumb down, and that is going to be Felix Passlack and Marius Wolf. Passlack, unfortunately, I didn't think he played horrible in the game against Feyenoord, but I just think between having Mateo Marai, who we just talked about, as well as Thomas Meunier, and even having Lucas Piszczek still, we have 3 center right backs who are actually going to be able to start well before Passlack will. I think he's just kind of here right now for the preseason, and I'm assuming he's probably going to get loaned out, if not sold. He didn't show me anything to really show that he's willing to make the team, and I'm going to more than likely guess that he's going to be gone, and unfortunately gets a thumbs down, as well does Marius Wolf. Wolf plays as a natural right midfielder. The formations that we're looking at to play don't really suit him. He's never going to start in that right back position, which he can play, which we just touched on 3 players who will, even Passlack I'd put there before I'd put Wolf, as well as he's not a winger. Even if he could play in the wing, he would never get into this team. I think he's just a surplus of requirements right now and probably needs to get loaned out, if not sold, if another team's willing to pay a little bit of money from him. I didn't see enough in the friendlies with these two players, and I'm assuming they're probably both gonna get shipped out. But we're here to look at the positive side, and we're here to end on a good note. And our fifth takeaway, big thumbs up, 2 thumbs up, 3 thumbs up is the kids. Gio Reyna, Ansgar Knopf, and of course, Jude Bellingham played sensational. Gio Reyna has now had 4 goals in 3 games, and he just looks like his confidence is building. 17 years old, he's gonna have a great season. I am gonna give him a little criticism, because I saw a few times where a pass was open and he decided to shoot or took that man on and had a poor finish. But this is all showing that his confidence is growing, that he's willing to take on those chances. And I think the more time he gets playing, he's just gonna learn the game a little bit more, and instead of taking that shot on when he should have passed it, or taking that shot on it and finishing it with some conviction, it's gonna come, and he just has shown so much potential right now in the preseason. He's been my favorite player so far to watch, and I'm very looking forward to watching him in the upcoming season. Ansgar Knopf, wanted to show him a little love. Young guy coming from Borussia Dortmund 2's team, and he scored a couple goals. Just shows the kind of depth and young talent we have coming up when a young right winger comes into the play like that. Has a beautiful finish, takes it down well, and then obviously right spot on the second goal to tap in Kanji's nice free kick. And then the last one is Jude Bellingham, and he is running this midfield. 17-year-old, just it's sensational to watch. Our scouting just deserves so much credit, being able to find a player like that, getting the deal over the line, and seeing the way he's getting integrated into this team. He's bossing the midfield around, and it's absolutely fantastic to see. I'm very excited for these 3. Mostly probably Gio and Jude in the upcoming season. They'll probably get more playing time, but Ansgar Knopf will definitely be one to keep an eye on, but that's a big thumbs up all around there. So guys, with that is our 5 takeaways from the Traditions Cup, the matchup between 3 traditional clubs. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take home the trophy, but congrats to Feyenoord for a good showing. And until then, guys, like, subscribe, and comment if you're new around here, and we'll see you next time.